So what will happen if you stop eating bread for 7 days? Well, I have done it and I want to share my personal experience with you. 1.5 years ago, I still ate a lot of bread. And it was completely normal to me. I ate 6 to 7 sandwiches a day with peanut butter, with chocolate, you can name it all. It was normal for me, especially because it is a big culture in the Netherlands to eat bread daily. Mostly in the mornings, breakfast. And it was also normal for me to take naps in the afternoon. I thought to myself, it's completely normal to have a dip in energy in the afternoon, right? But after doing some research into biohacking, into energy levels and concentration, I thought to myself, wow, I really have unstable energy levels and concentration levels. What is the cause of this? So I did some research, I looked into my lifestyle, and I noticed that I ate a lot of carbohydrates. So a lot of carbs came from the sandwiches that I ate. So I thought to myself, what will happen if I stop eating bread for at least 3, 4, 7 days? So that's what I did. So the reason why I wanted to stop eating bread was not only because I had energy and concentration issues, I had also a lot of bloating issues. I also had an issue with my irritability. So I was easily irritated. Next to that, I also had a lot of pimples on my face, on my back, and I didn't know where it came from. But my first thought was, okay, maybe it can be the bread that I was eating. And I ate a lot of bread, white bread, whole wheat bread. I ate all different kinds of bread to test it out. But it simply didn't work. So I thought to myself, okay, I need to stop eating bread for 7 days at least. So I challenged myself. I wanted to know what it was if I stopped eating bread for 7 days. So the first few days, it was like, okay, it's good. I am sharp. So that was the first thing. I noticed that I didn't have brain fog. That was also a thing that I had throughout the day. I had brain fog, and also after eating bread, I was constantly hungry, so I was constantly snacking. And the first few days, I didn't have trouble with snacking. I didn't have the urge to eat it more. I simply increased my fasting window. And that really helped me out because I was sharp, I had no brain fog, I could think clearly, I wasn't that irritable, I was feeling good. So I was thinking, okay, maybe it's the bread. After a few more days, my pimples started going away because it wasn't lactose. I didn't drink milk at that period in my life. I don't really love milk either way. But that wasn't the cause. I noticed that bread was causing those pimples. I noticed that bread was causing the brain fog, the concentration problems. And the reason why, after experiencing that, the reason why I had such issues with bread were two things. The first one is gluten. Gluten, our body can't break it down. It is highly inflammatory. So it created a lot of inflammation in my body. Next to that, bread has a lot of carbohydrates. Most of the carbohydrates that I consumed during the day came from eating bread. So when I stopped eating bread, I had a big decrease in my carbohydrate intake, especially in the beginning of my day. So what happened was I didn't have energy crashes. My energy levels were pretty stable. So I was shocked about feeling so energized and focused throughout the day by simply quitting one thing, eating bread. I was flabbergasted, so I was like, maybe I should prolong this challenge for myself. Maybe I should extend this challenge for myself. So I did. And 1.5 years later, I'm standing here right now, still not eating bread. If I'm completely honest, on some occasions I ate bread, for example, when I went out for a dinner with clients or with business partners or with family. But nowadays, in the last half year, I haven't eaten bread. The reason why is when I ate bread after not eating bread for so long, I immediately felt the contrast. I had dips in energy. I needed to take a nap because in those 7 days of not eating bread, I didn't even need to take a nap anymore. I wasn't fatigued at all. I didn't have a energy roller coaster or a blood sugar roller coaster. That is what they call it. And I want to explain it to you in a simple manner. You have something called your blood sugar levels. Blood sugar has a lot of impact on our energy levels and our concentration. You have something called your baseline. And when you go above or below the baseline, it simply means it's not stable. So what happened with me is when I ate bread, my blood sugar spiked. My body needed to produce more insulin. I got too much insulin, which resulted in a blood sugar crash. So I got below baseline, which resulted in an energy dip, a hunger feeling. I needed to eat more, and then my blood sugar peaked. Then it got down again, and I was in the blood sugar roller coaster, which a lot of people and a lot of entrepreneurs experience. And the reason why I'm not eating bread still is because it gave me a lot of benefits. I'm fucking sharp. I have energy throughout the whole day. And especially in what I'm doing, I'm a business owner. I need to be sharp, especially during calls. I'm also a performance coach, so I need to listen with my full attention. But when I have brain fog, I can't do that. I can't think clearly when I have brain fog. So that is why I stopped eating bread for 1.5 years. And what I want to invite you to is to challenge yourself into not eating bread for 7 days. It may be uncomfortable at first, but believe me, from personal experience, it is highly recommended. And let me share you a fun story to round this video up. So a few months ago, my dad came to me and he asked me why I didn't eat bread, because he was still eating bread daily. And he saw what kind of physical change I was undergoing. For those who don't know, I'm pretty disciplined when it comes down to my physical and mental health. So my body is a reflection of that, and people can see it, even my family. So he asked me, why don't you eat bread? And I said to him, Dad, well, I want to be sharp throughout the day. I want to feel good throughout the day. I don't want to be irritated throughout the day. I want to have my laser focus. I want to have my full attention. I want to have control over my energy. And he was like, son, I want that too. I was like, okay, Dad, I'm going to challenge you then. I challenge you to stop eating bread for 7 days. Literally, this is what I said. And he was like, agreed. Man to man, he gave his word. After those 7 days, guess what? His belly shrinked, so he got less bloating. He had energy throughout the day. It was normal for him, especially for him. I can't remember a day where he didn't take a nap. These were the first days in probably his life that he didn't need to take a nap. It wasn't needed. He wasn't fatigued at all. He felt great. And the funny thing was, he completed the challenge. And after that, after a few more days, he was like, okay, I'm going to extend this. He was shocked, literally. So he extended it, and one of his clients offered him Turkish bread, and it was like, okay, just from being kind, he accepted it. He ate it, and literally, we went to the gym. He was like, Jamar, I felt shit again. I had dips in my energy. I immediately felt the brain fog, and the reason was because he felt the contrast. He experienced something that he didn't even get to experience at first hand. He achieved something new, and taking a step back was like a complete loss to him, because he was aware of the fact that he could have more energy, but he didn't have it, and that frustrated him. So after that, he extended it again to not eating bread. And why I'm sharing this to you is, if you want to also make the people around you more healthy, it starts with you. So if you want to help others, you first need to help yourself. The first quick win you can realize when it comes down to your energy and focus, if you want to have stable energy levels, stable focus levels, is to stop eating bread for 7 days. So I will challenge you right now. Comment down below if you are accepting this challenge or if you are declining this challenge. And keep me up to date on how you are experiencing it yourself. After 7 days, come back to this video and let me know what you have experienced and what kind of benefits or what kind of cons you have experienced from quitting bread. Okay, so hopefully you got something out of this video. I wanted to share my personal experience with quitting bread for 1.5 years, and I'm still not eating bread, that's for sure, because I feel amazing. I have energy throughout the day. Highly recommend it. Thank you for your time. Like, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.